Alright folks, welcome back to the Don's channel. I am the Don Father and I'm about to do a reaction now for Ernest Blackwell, who's a channel patron. Thanks very much for your patience and your support, Ernest. It is greatly appreciated. And Ernest has requested Clemson football, the rise. I'm looking forward to it. It's not a story I'm familiar with, but I love these sort of underdog stories in sports where you've maybe got a team written off, nobody expects much of them, and then out of nowhere they just turn into a credible force and then maybe go on and find some success. We're going to have to watch it and wait and see, because I'm not, as I say, familiar with the story, but really looking forward to it. The rise would suggest that they've came from a lower standard and went up and achieved success and possibly great things. So looking forward to it. The link to the original video, as always, will be in the description section below if you want to check it out. And if you'd like a personalised video request and shout out like Ernest has, check out our Patreon account, which is in the description section also, and get your requests through that way, or simply join the channel as a member where you can also do it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share, and put the bell on so you don't miss any of our future uploads. And when you're selecting the bell, select all notifications and that will alert you to everything when we do it. And if you've got nothing to comment, just comment hashtag no more talking, let's go, which is the channel catchphrase, or hashtag veterans battle still rages, which is the channel fundraiser, which you can find in the description section below. Anyway, no more talking, let's go!
Perhaps a field goal attempt for overtime. Watson. Touchdown!
My goals will be simple. To go recruit the very best student athletes that we can recruit. To graduate them. And win a championship.
Hopefully, you other guys can see, be the recruits, become the president, not no layoff. You're going to compete for championships year in and year out.
Solo run.
The Dr. Pepper ACG Championship. How about a healthy Andre Ellington? And the Tigers take command here. 4th and 16. Here comes the pressure on the blitz. Down the middle.
Oh, yes.
It's been 31 years since we won 11 ball games at Clemson. It's been a steady progress. You know, and these guys, they fall every freaking play. You know, 2 years ago, we got our butts whipped all over this field. We're 22-4 since that night.
Just pausing it here quickly, and it's an observation obviously with all the stuff they're saying and what you're seeing. Before you start winning, say you're on a bad spell, you're losing all the time, before you start really winning games, you need your players to start winning their 50-50s, their individual duels, their individual battles, if you like, all over the football field, whether it's contested in the air, on the ground, or taking a player on, or winning a tackle, things like that there, big hits to take key players out. You need to start making these small percentage plays turn in your favour, and the more you can do that, the more you can build on it, and then you can start focusing on trying to get points on the board, starting to win games, maybe then look at having a a run of games going, on a run of wins, building a bit of momentum, and then see where it takes you. Nobody's going to be expecting from when you've been on such a bad run to be able to build anything and aim straight away and expect trophies. It doesn't happen like that. It involves a lot of hard work, dedication, commitment, and everybody buying into the same game plan that coaches say. He's got a philosophy there. You clearly heard the future of the way they have it mapped out. I don't know how many years plan they would have had wrote down on paper. Maybe it was a 6 to 10 year project, something like that there, where they could go, this is where we are, this is where we want to be at such and such a point, and by this stage we'd be looking to be very, very competitive and trying to win silverware, and all these small things are building blocks to achieving that goal.
It's just a blessing. All the glory to God. It really is. I mean, I'm just incredibly just humbled.
The national title in year 2 of the playoff. One for tonight in the desert. Back on top of the college football world.
You know, there's no doubt that we'll be back. It won't be 34 years before we're going to be back. I promise you that.
Yeah. Thank you. Far too kind. Yeah. Ready? Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roar. Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time, make some noise. Get him, Jay. Who you know fresher than Ho? Riddle me that. The rest of y'all know where I'm lurking, yeah. Can none of y'all mirror me back? Yeah, hear me rap, it's like hand G rapping his prime. Young H.O., raps Grateful Dead, back to take over the globe. Now break bread, I'm in Boeing Jets, Global Express, out the country, but the blueberries still connect. On the low, but the yacht got a triple deck. But when you young, what you expect? Yep. Grand opening, grand closing. Damn your manhole, crack the can open again. Who you gonna find open a hand with no pen? Just draw inspiration. Who you gonna see you can't replace him with cheap imitations of these generations.
Jackson flips it short. Works free, fights, spins out of bounds, did not get there.
Look at the pause around the play.
After me, there should be no more. So for one last time, make some noise.
What the hell are you waiting for?
Look what you made me do, look what I made for you. Knew if I paid my dues, how will they pay you? When you first come in the game, they try to play you. Then you drop a couple of hits, look how they wait to you. From Marcy to Madison Square,
It's his way, Steelers standing up.
Time to say goodbye. When I come back like Jordan, we're in the 4-5. It ain't to play games with you, it's to aim at you. Probably name you. If I owe you, I'm blowing you to smithereens. Except I take one for your team, and I need you to remember one thing. I came, I saw a concert, record sales, sold out concert.
Touchdown!
You want this encore? I need you to spin to your numbers.
Second time.
Tired of being what you want me to be. Feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me. The pressure of walking in your shoes. Every step
but it's picked up. And Williams down the sideline makes another big catch.
Can I get an encore? Do you want more? More, more, more.
I've become so numb.
So for one last time, I need y'all to roar. One last time, I need y'all to roar.
Watson, touchdown! Renfro. Little man makes another enormous play. 1 second remaining.
It's my pleasure to present the National Championship Trophy to Coach Dabo Sweeney and the Clemson Tigers.
This is the moment that you believed would happen. You knew it would. You gave that vision to your team. What's it like now that you're experiencing and holding that trophy?
It's a blessing. It's surreal. I love my team. I told them tonight that the difference in this game would be the love that they have for each other.
Oh, there you go. Really enjoyed it. Of course, they've had their setbacks along the way. What did they say? 34 years. We will not wait another 34 years for a shot at winning this again. And look, he's had a game plan. He's had a vision. He's stuck with it. The players that he's had, the new players that he's obviously brought in, have bought into it. They've all been united, if you like, and that's kind of like your fundamentals. If you don't trust what your coach is saying or things that he's getting you to do, you're already going to be like, it's not going to work well. So you all need to be buying into his philosophy, his ideas of how he wants to play the game or different plays. I know in football in America there's all different types of plays, but ultimately it comes back down to all the same thing. You want the best players you can possibly get for each position, whether it's tackling big hits like that, there, your quarterback. You want to find the best ones possible, the best ones available to you, and you also need to be able to develop them further and improve what's already there. He's obviously been able to do that. They've all, as I said there, been united and on the same front when it comes to it. And persistence is key in this situation. They never got heads down. They didn't give in. They came back fighting, came out swinging again, and did it. They went and did it. They went and won it. So congratulations. I love that, seeing the coach like that there. When you see somebody that's that committed to their job, it means that much. He's nearly in tears, and of course I understand that college football in the States is enormous. You see the crowds they're getting there. They're quite fanatical about it, to say the least. So it's also bragging rights. I think it's quite tribal. Sports in itself are quite tribal. It's always one-upmanship, particularly on maybe rivalries have developed through competing against a team over the years, and there's been grudges. Maybe it's been due to success, maybe incidences that have happened in that maybe happened within games that people hold a grudge with, but maybe it's a sort of city rivalry, whatever. But in this case, they always seem to be picked up against Alabama. I'm not too sure if it's because Alabama are the best team and they're always in and around the latter stages of this competition, or if there's not many teams. I don't know the makeup of the competition, but to be able to get your own back on the team that's beat you, I think it was the year before, is always a good thing, isn't it? And that's the best way to answer any critic, is to come back out and beat them the next time they try and rub their faces in it. But it's great, like, that's what I love about sport. You can be very, very competitive, and at the end of the day, at the end of the game, you should be able to shake each other's hands and move on. Of course, you're going to be sore, you're going to be upset, you never won, but it is a competitive sport, and usually the best team on the day wins, and you shouldn't really, unless something bad has happened, be holding a grudge. So you can leave it all out on the football field, so to speak. Anyway, thanks very much, Ernest, for the request. One thing I would have critiqued the video on is I don't think they needed the music in the background. I would have liked to have had a little bit more on the video in terms of building up, telling you the story, about more details about how long that this project took, like how many years it's been since they last tested success, the rivalries, who's the biggest rivals, who they had to knock out along the way, just little things, what players were brought in, and why, etc. Just little things like that, and do away with the music. I would have rather it was a little bit more detail based, the video, but it's still great to see, no matter what, the journey, obviously, and that never say die attitude, not giving up even when you've lost, picking yourself back up, dusting yourself off and going again. Trying and failing is okay, but giving up is unacceptable. And they never, and it's great, and they got the rewards in the long and at the end of it all. And I like it. I like the fact, and I've seen it in a few sports now. You have a coach with a vision and a clear set of ideas and a plan, and actually being able to implement it and make it work is just a fantastic thing to see. So brilliant stuff. Thanks, Ernest, for the request. As I said, the link to the original video, as always, will be in the description section below if you want to watch it again. Please check it out, and so is all of our other stuff as well. So down in the description section for all of that. And in the comments section, I would also like you to tell me a little bit more about Clemson and obviously Alabama. Is there a rivalry between these two teams? I would like to know a little bit more background on it, just to see who's the rival of who's the most successful team over the years, what team's not so good, etc. Just a little bit more. So if you're into this sort of football at that level, give me a little bit more information, that would be fantastic. Thanks very much, everyone, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.